Discipline is an essential aspect of our lives that helps us to achieve our goals and aspirations. It involves taking control of our actions, our thoughts, and our behaviours, and guiding them towards a path of success. The importance of discipline can be seen in all walks of life, whether it's in our personal lives or in the workplace. With this fast-paced, changing world, we can be easily distracted. You know what? We need to be disciplined. And today, we're going to be talking about that. Let's discuss.
Welcome to Leadership is Changing. Each week, we and our guests provide information and insights through exploring leading change. This is taking your leadership to another level by finding the balance between executive excellence and personal well-being through stories that inspire real change. It's time to adapt in our fast-moving world when leadership is changing with your host, Denis Giannoutsas.
Hey there, listeners. Welcome to the Ask Denis episode. This is a freestyle episode where I'm asked a question by our listeners, or I share my thoughts and experiences and insights from working with many leaders around the globe. Well, listeners, I just want to ask you, how has your week gone? How's it been for you? Do you take time out to reflect and think about things? Because you see, when we do that, it actually takes discipline to actually put that in place. I want to thank you all for your feedback on your feedback you're consistently giving me and the support that's for the episode. But, it's really, really great to have that. We're really wanting to have the podcast and promote it to be number one or, lift its visibility as well. And if we can go to number one, that'd be great. You know what? Just having it visible for other people to see will be fantastic. Now, how can we do this? Well, I need your help. If you listen to this on the Apple podcast, then please go to you can actually rate the actual podcast and give it a review. That'd be great if you can do that. And if you're listening to this on another platform, you can go and follow it on Apple as well. And all you need to do is on Apple Podcast app is go to the top right-hand corner when you find the actual podcast, click on the plus sign. It will then turn to a tick, and then you're going to download and follow the show. Now, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please know that you can actually put a rating on the show, but you can't actually put a review at this stage. But if a rating would be fantastic if you can do that, because I'm really, really going to appreciate you doing this. Because you see, as I said before, if we can rate the show and put reviews, it's going to help lift the visibility of the show. Now, in today's intro of today's episode, I see that discipline is an essential aspect of our lives, that it helps us to achieve goals and aspirations. The importance of discipline can be seen in all walks of our lives, whether it's in our personal lives or in the workplace. Now, in our personal lives, discipline helps us maintain good habits, make healthy choices, manage our time effectively, as an example, by setting daily routines and sticking to them. Now, that's key, sticking to them, right? We can achieve a more balanced and fulfilling life. For example, whether you're waking up the same time every day, or you're exercising regularly, or you're following a healthy diet, they're all habits that require discipline. Now, by developing these habits, we can lead a healthier and happier life. Now, in the workplace, discipline is equally important. It enables us to focus on our tasks, meet our deadlines, and deliver quality work. A disciplined employee is someone who is organized, responsible, and reliable. They are the ones who are consistently delivering results, even if it's under pressure, and they are valued by their employers. Now, discipline also plays a critical role in career advancement, and it helps individuals to achieve their long-term career goals. However, discipline isn't always easy to maintain. It requires things like patience, perseverance, and self-control. And there will be times when you feel like giving up or taking some shortcuts. But discipline requires us to stay on course and not give in to those temptations. By continuously practicing discipline, we can develop the strength of character necessary to overcome challenges and achieve success. Another key thing there is that we continue to practice discipline. You can't just take a red pill, blue pill, green pill, whatever. a pill and go, ta-da, I'm now a master at discipline. It takes work. We learn from it. But what about discipline from a leader's perspective? How can we become a more effective leader? Listeners, I want you to understand something here right now, and that is discipline is a critical component of leadership. It involves setting clear goals, creating a routine, reducing those distractions, practicing self-control, and regularly tracking progress. Now, by following these 5 steps, leaders can develop the discipline necessary to achieve their goals and lead their teams to success. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a deep dive into these 5 steps to becoming a more effective leader. Number 1 is set clear goals. As a leader, it's essential that you set some clear goals for yourself and your team. Now, this means that you define what you want to achieve in specific and measurable terms. Having a clear vision of will help you and the team stay focused and motivated. It is also important to communicate the goals to your team so that everyone is aligned and working towards those same objectives. Now, please note, I mean communicate. It doesn't mean you share with them once and hope for the best. You have to have discipline to consistently communicate and communicate in various ways to help people buy into the goals, for them to understand what you're trying to achieve and where things are going. Heck, it would be even smarter to get people to be part of the process, wouldn't it? To help set the goals so then they feel it like it's their goal. If you get them involved, it's going to help big time. Number 2 is create a routine. Now, a leader needs to do that. That sets the tone for the whole or entire team and includes establishing maybe a daily and weekly routines, things like team meetings and progress check-ins and goal-setting sessions. See, having a routine will help create a sense of structure and accountability, and it ensures that everyone has taken the necessary steps to reach their goals. And once you have the right structure in place, then you can have flexibility. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, with structure comes flexibility. So if you have that structure around it, then you can actually be flexible and move with it depending on what you need. Number 3 is eliminate distractions. This is a big one as it happens to us throughout the whole day. As a leader, it's important to minimize distractions for both yourself, or both for you and for your team. And this means identifying the things that interfere with productivity and finding ways to reduce or eliminate them. Now, this could mean putting things in place like a non-phone policy during meetings. Instead of people sitting there on their phones, things like that, maybe they all put them away, turn them off, put them to the side during meetings. Maybe some companies limit social media use, or creating a quiet and focused environment. Now, some organizations, you can tell that they actually are having what we call meeting-free days. And as an example, on a Friday, there are no meetings to be booked. Everyone is clear of meetings. But that's a day for everyone to get a whole lot of stuff done, maybe do some creative work, maybe do some admin work. But it's actually making sure that no meetings can be scheduled on that day to allow people to get on with things. Now, by reducing distractions, you'll be able to focus better and make more progress towards your goal. Even if you've got a computer, turn the notifications off for emails, the pings, Teams, and things like that. Number 4 is practice self-control. Discipline requires self-control. As a leader, it's essential to lead by example, be that role model. This means finding ways to resist the temptations and stay focused on your goals, even when it's difficult, because it will be difficult at times. Here's some examples. This could mean avoiding unhealthy food. Oh, what do you mean, Dennis? I can't have a burger, I can't have this and that. What I'm saying to you is about balance, right? And it's about you having the discipline to practice that self-control. Maybe saying no to some social invitations that may interfere with your work and some goals or some deadlines you might have or some things you want to get done, or pushing through when you feel like giving up. Now, by practicing this self-control, you'll be able to become stronger and you'll be able to achieve your goals and inspire your team to do the same. Being a role model and leading by example is really important. People are watching you and I all the time. They are watching us as leaders. They have a microscope on us. They are watching what we say in what we do. And so just understand that if we can practice self-control, that's going to help us and the team moving forward. The fifth area, or the fifth step, is track progress. And really, this is the final step in becoming more disciplined as a leader, to track progress regularly. And you may have heard the saying, what gets measured gets done. This means regularly checking in on your goals, assessing how well you and the team are doing, celebrating success. Now, too many leaders forget this piece about celebrating success. Why? They're busy and they want to move on to the next thing. But it's important that we do celebrate success and also possibly reflecting to make the adjustments around your approach if it's required. Tracking progress will keep you and the team motivated and ensure that everyone is on the right track to achieving their goals. So listeners, in summary, the 5 steps to becoming a more effective leader are: set clear goals, create a routine, eliminate distractions, practice self-control, and track progress. As I said earlier on, discipline is a critical aspect of leadership. By following these 5 steps, you can develop the discipline necessary to achieve your goals and lead your team to success. Now remember, I said to you before that there isn't a pill that you could take and go, ta-da, I'm ready, I'm the master now of discipline. Because it is going to take patience. It is going to take persistence and efforts, and always lead by example, by demonstrating discipline and self-control. By doing so, you're going to inspire your team to do the same and create a culture of discipline and success. Well, listeners, I've got 2 calls to action for you for this week. Number 1 is think about those 5 steps that I've just shared with you around discipline and work on what you need to do in around those 5 steps. The second one is I have an offer for you. Because you see, are you a high-level executive or senior leader feeling unfulfilled in your current role today? Are you craving something more, but unsure how to make that leap? You don't have clarity around what you're wanting to do. Well, I'm here to help. Have you been made redundant and not sure where to start? Would you like to get clarity around your next step? And would you like to step forward with purpose and confidence? Well, that's you. I'm here to help. You see, with actionable coaching and a step-by-step approach, we're going to help you gain the clarity and also the courage that you'll need to make your next move. Whether you're looking to disrupt the status quo or simply find greater purpose and fulfillment, our executive coaching program will provide the tools and guidance to make it happen. If this sounds like you, then my offer to you is this. Feel free to reach out to me and let's get on a strategy call, a free strategy call, and discuss what your needs are and how I can help you make that leap. Hey listeners, well that's it for this episode. It's always a pleasure being with you. Thanks for joining. Until next time, bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Leadership is Changing with your host, Denis Giannoutsas. Each week, we and our guests provide information and insights through exploring leading change, inspiring executives and leaders to adapt and lead a bigger game in a fast-moving world.